Welcome back to VID Machine. You're watching for Sly Guy, Kaboom, Kaboom, and Super Kaboom, oh yeah. Kaboom, oh yeah, Kaboom, oh yeah. Here we go. It's a wagon. It's the flying dragon. Phantasmal dragon is coming right here with the propaganda to stop opponents' attacks. And we will blow up the world with this. I have offended you again, so I guess this is the end. Because everybody knows you're such a snowflake and you're just quite upset at every single thing we said. Everybody knows it's all just in your head. Wasted, feeling the wind speaking. You know why you've crossed the line when I said that you were mine. Going skiing, no hard feelings. Since you will not be my girl, this is the end of my own world. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the ID Machine with the Sly Guy. And right now, looking over at blue cards right now, Jin Gataxias is one of the most sought after oil slick cards. If you guys are going to be getting the completed bundles, and hopefully your orders didn't get canceled like mine did or one of my friends orders did, because they actually ordered 20 complete bundles and the store said, oh, there's a supply issue, so you're just going to be getting 5. You're going to have to reorder once they're available again, and when they're available again, it'll be at a higher price. Yes, because Wizards knows that they messed up again. They priced the product too low, knowing that there were super valuable cards in the product. Okay, well, typical Wizards. It's what always happens. So people used to be really upset about it. Well, people are still going to be upset about it. They're going to complain about their local game stores, and then Wizards will just blame the local game stores like they always do. Right? Now, okay, we've got breaking news here, because I am also, aside from just Magic the Gathering, I'm also a wrestling fan, so let's get into it. The WWE is now concerned about Sami Zayn chants during Cody Rhodes segments. So Cody Rhodes would come out, he'd give a promo, and then when he says something, the crowd starts at Sami. During a Cody Rhodes segment, when it's supposed to be Cody Rhodes giving a promo to Roman Reigns, saying, Roman Reigns, I'm gonna beat you, blah, blah, blah. It got so bad that Paul Heyman had to come out and interrupt his promo and had to get the crowd's attention again, because the crowd was just chanting Sami during all the Cody segments. So that's probably why they cut most of the Cody segments short for Raw this week. Now, basically, what I think is happening right now is, I think there is a clash in creative right now. I think there's a part of creative that supports Triple H, which wants to push Sami Zayn, a part of creative that supports Vince McMahon, because Vince McMahon returns, which supports Vince McMahon, and these guys are clashing, because right now, if your main focus was Cody Rhodes, okay, if your main focus was to get Cody Rhodes over, why did you have Sami Zayn leave the Bloodline? Why did you end the Bloodline storyline right away before WrestleMania? It made no sense, because if your focus was to build up Cody Rhodes and make him the top guy against Rhodes, Sami would still be with the Bloodline. He would still be helping Roman Reigns, and then perhaps in WrestleMania, when he goes against Sami Zayn, then that's where you have the final test for Sami. Then he chair shots Roman, and then Cody wins, and then everybody's happy. Then it sets up a feud between Sami and Roman all through the months, until eventually Cody gives him a number 1 contendership shot. Or you don't even have to give him number 1 contendership shot. If your main goal was to keep the title off him, you would have gone that route. But what they did was Sami left the Bloodline. They had this main event in Montreal where Sami got this huge pop, went against Roman Reigns. Okay, then, but he lost. And then now, he's just tagging with Sami Zayn to go against. It makes no sense. Okay, but in my view, I believe that there are two factions in creative right now. They're clashing. One faction gets to do what they want, the other faction gets to do what they want, and then they just meet halfway instead of arguing. So I believe that's what's happening with the WWE right now. Okay, now, wrestling is not as mainstream as it used to be outside the US. Why? Now, a lot of people are saying it's because people think wrestling is fake, blah, blah, blah. They don't want to watch a fake show. It's not it, okay? Because most of the people who still watch wrestling now know that it's scripted. They know that the finishes are predetermined. I think what was lost in wrestling is what they basically lost in wrestling would be the charisma of the wrestlers. Like Razor Ramon, for example. Everybody wanted to see his entrance. Everybody wanted to see him do the Razor's Edge. Everybody wanted to see his promos. So it's the charisma of the wrestlers. And another one is the unpredictability of the matches. Because if you know what's going on backstage, if you know the politics that goes on behind the wrestling, you can predict who's going to win the matches. And that's what smart fans have been doing. So that's basically one thing that has been preventing people from watching, is because most of the fans find everything so predictable. They have this playbook. They know that it's before WrestleMania. This guy's not gonna lose. That guy's not gonna lose. So basically, that's why a lot of people lost interest. Now, to spark interest again, make wrestling unpredictable. Make it just like the Attitude Era, where we didn't know who was going to win, Bret Hart or Shawn, Bret Hart or Stone Cold, where we didn't know who was going to go over for a particular match, and make it go back to what worked back then. Okay, so there you go. Hopefully, everybody's happy and waiting for the March of the Machines to release. Once again, this is the ID Machine with the Sly Guy. We're signing off, Rod.